Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to discuss about the phosphorus cycle. Earlier we have studied about the nitrogen cycle, the carbon cycle. So today's topic is the phosphorus cycle. So before discussing the phosphorus cycle again in detail, first of all let me give you some introduction about the phosphorus itself. So phosphorus is not present in atmosphere. Phosphorus is the basic part of the nucleic acids, that is DNA, RNA, okay, phospholipids, phosphorylated compounds, etc. Thus, phosphorus is essential for the biological system, as we know. Phosphorus is the main component of the protoplasm. Also, it is important for the all biological activities and is essential nutritive element for the change of energy. Phosphorus enters in animals through plants. The weathering of the phosphate rocks, that is, phosphorus collects in the soil, which is absorbed by plants, and it then enters in animals through the food, that is, by the plants they consume. After the death of these organisms, it returns back to the soil. So, this is the overall cycle. Okay, so what is the definition of a phosphorus cycle? It is the movement of phosphorus from the environment to organism and then back to the environment. It is also known as mineral cycle or the sedimentary cycle, and it is the slowest cycle in the nature. So it has to pass through various routes. Phosphorus has to pass through various routes, so we are going to study them sequentially. That is, first is in atmosphere. So it does not play a significant role in the movement of phosphorus, that is, atmosphere does not play an important role because phosphorus is solid. So on the land, phosphorus gradually becomes less available to the plants over the thousands of the years because it is slowly lost in the runoff. Then the low concentration of phosphorus in the soil reduces the plant growth also and slows the microbial growth also. Then the hydrosphere. So phosphorus enter the hydrosphere by the phosphate salt rocks that are found on the ocean floor. Okay, so as the water erodes them away due to the erosion process of water, the phosphorus escapes, that is, it we can say moves out from the rocks slowly. Marine organisms take some of the phosphate particles in order to live and grow, that is, they consume some of them directly or indirectly. Then, in case of lithosphere, phosphorus is present in the form of rocks and soil. Phosphorus go down the bottom of the ocean and forms rocks over million of years ago. That is, it again got settled down there. Phosphorus enters the soil when plants and animal matter decompose. Okay, the cycle repeats again like this. Then, in case of biosphere, phosphorus is used to build DNA, RNA, ATP. Okay, phosphorus in the plants which the herbivores eat, which the herbivores are eaten by carnivores. Then, phosphorus is released back into the soil by the herbivores and the carnivores waste. So, the process is like this. Then the microbial importance of phosphorus, that is the major transformation of the phosphorus in the aquatic environment, are described below. That is how it got transformed. That is, first is the by the process of mineralization. So organic phosphorus compound, for example nucleic acid, phytins, are the minerals, okay, are mineralized to orthophosphate, that is, they got converted into orthophosphate by the range of microorganism, that is bacillus subtilis, actinomycetes, and the fungi, that is aspergillus fungi. Then phosphates are the enzymes that are responsible for the degradation of the phosphorus compound, that is phosphorus compounds are degraded by the phosphataceous enzymes. Then the second process is the assimilation. So some microorganisms have the ability to store the phosphorus as phosphates, that is in the form of polyphosphates in some special granules that they possess, that microorganism possess. Then the precipitation of the phosphorus compound, that is when precipitation occurs, there is the formation of insoluble compounds such as hydroxyapatite or variscite. Okay, and at last the microbial solubilization of insoluble forms of phosphorus, that is it is a metabolic process that is involving enzymes, production of organic and inorganic acids, production of CO2 which lowers the pH, production of H2S, and production of some chelators also. This is the thing. Now the human impact, that is what leads to degradation of or disturbance of the phosphorus cycle. So mining of the phosphate rock took place which disturbed the cycle. Then phosphates are used in fertilizers which is in excess amount, that will lead also to disturbance. Then animal waste, then excess phosphate dissolved in the water and phosphates in the municipal sewage and the runoff of the fertilizers. These are all the factors that lead to disturbance in the phosphorus cycle. So now in this diagram, as you can see, this is the outline diagram for the phosphorus cycle. Okay, so first step that is here is in case of plants, that is mostly plants absorb the inorganic phosphate in the form of orthophosphate ion. Okay, now this phosphate in organic form is transferred to animals and the decomposers. Okay, decomposers, that is bacteria body, which by decomposition and mineralization again enter into the soil. Okay, by the various processes. Okay, and then is again ready for the recycling purpose. There is a again now there is a large reservoir of the storage of phosphorus in the nature. It is present in the phosphate rocks at the base of the sea, lava of volcano again, and approximately 300 to 600 crore ton phosphate collects in the soil, and by rainwater it enter into the, we can say, aquatic aquatic water or the sea, we can see. So the guana birds are known as the marine birds actually. So guana birds which eat the marine fishes, in their fecal matter there is phosphorus and it accumulates and is returned back to the soil, and again it form rock. So here, as you know, guano deposit, marine birds, okay, they feed upon the fishes and their fecal deposit again mix and get mixed into the phosphate rocks, or we can say they again form the phosphate rocks. And this is the case of marine water system. In case of fresh water system, what happens is, in freshwater ecosystem, the phytoplankton and the algae, okay, they absorb the soluble inorganic phosphate and change them into organophosphate. First step is this. And then phytoplanktons are eaten by the zooplankton and the big animals. When the phosphate when these animals die, okay, these die, so microorganisms perform the decay action on the debris and change it again into the phosphate. So this is released into water again for recycling, uh, and also by many biological processes as the formation of the teeth, bones, shell. Okay, so excretory matter of the animals, okay, shell of the animals, they also form the part of the phosphorus, and phosphating bacteria and the decomposing bacteria also act on them. And again here, when phosphate rods weathering took place by the process of precipitation or any other reason, they again got converted into the phosphorus form. Now volcanic eruptions and the fertilizers. So nowadays fertilizers, as for example superphosphate and triple phosphate, they are used in the agriculture which enter in the soil and water. If in any water body the amount of the phosphate is in excess, then the excessive growth of algae take place, and it also reduces the amount of the oxygen also. So this is the whole diagram representing the phosphorus cycle. So yeah, this is all about the phosphorus cycle. Hope you will like my video, and if you like my video, please do subscribe, share and like my channel.